Hey guys and gals, Jim here, and I thought I'd come up with this video since I haven't had much going on. Um, First thing, I can't build too many lighted models because both of my soldering irons decided to take a dump at the same time, so I got some new ones on order. I don't go with a soldering station. Most of the soldering stations don't have the real fine tips. They're more like the chisel style tips and everything. I like the real pointed conical ones. I use a 40 watt and a 25 watt, 40 watt for soldering wires and stuff like that, resistors to LEDs, and 25 watt I use for my circuit boards. Sometimes that's just perfect for like when you're working with the 555 timer chips and stuff like that. Too much heat and you could damage them and stuff. So I use 25 watt for my circuit boards and 40 watt for everything else. They both decided to take a dump at the same time. I thought maybe it was the wall outlet. I checked the wall outlet. That was fine. I tried them in a couple different other places in the house, and they just weren't heating up or nothing. So I got a couple new ones on order. I got them off of Radio Shack. Same ones like I had. Only reason I got the same thing because I do have quite a few replacement tips for each one too. So I didn't want to change brands or anything like that because they're not compatible from brand to brand as far as replacements. But anyway, I was going to be working on something that concerns some soldering with some lighting and stuff, but I'll have to wait till those get here, probably sometime the beginning, middle of next week. So in the meantime, I thought I'd share what I've been working on. I started working on this, probably about 5 months ago, a little bit at a time and all that. And the biggest issue I had was how am I going to fit my LEDs in there? Even SMDs and everything to get to the different areas and everything. And I don't have this glued shut yet, so we'll be opening up. But I worked on it some the last couple of days, and it's pretty much fully fiber optic. So even the engines and stuff like that, I got the nice little glow in the engine bells and stuff, and all that. I got several windows on each side in the side trenches, a little lighting done on each side and stuff like that, and did a little bit on the bottom. I got the landing bay or whatever you want to call it lit up. Now this is the tiny Star Destroyer, the Bandai, the little box kit one. So you know, don't get mistaken with the larger ones. Got my upper area, the upper structure, superstructure lit up. I got that little deal up there. I didn't do these little side ones over here because it would have been a little bit too much. Even though I'm using only 0.2 millimeter fiber optics and stuff, and a 0.2 millimeter drill bit, it still would have been a little bit of overkill on something this small, and you would have noticed the drill holes and stuff, especially when the lights aren't on and all that. I've even got the bridge lit up pretty decently and stuff like that. So I'm real happy with the way it turned out. There's the other side, the side trench and all that, and got that little bit on the bottom, and also I'm pretty happy. Like I said, I've been working on this. I started working on it about 5 months ago, drilled some holes out and stuff and all that. And this is more or less, I did this because it's a challenge. Didn't really need a little tiny one lit up, but I wanted to see if I could do it, get more lit up than I had on a previous one where I just did the side trenches and the engines. I did another one with just the engines. That's on a display stand with the Star Destroyer with the engines lit up and everything, but I wanted to see if I could get the superstructure. I got the back. I didn't do the garbage dump because it would have interfered with the fibers I got running through that little neck and everything too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this open. It might get a little bright for a couple seconds, but we'll turn the lights out once I get her opened up and that. So I'm going to pop it open, see if I can maneuver with one hand. There we go. I'm going to show you just what I did as far as getting all the fibers to fit in there. So that's the inside of it. I pretty much got two SMDs mounted inside of there, sticking right out of the top of the tube, and that one pointing forward and one pointing rear and all that. So I'm going to turn the light off now, pop that off so we can get a little bit more detail and you're not so blinded. So basically I got fiber optics in the engines, the four small ones, the thrusters or the maneuvering, and the three larger engine bells. I drilled them out to the appropriate size to fit them. There's my two SMDs, and they're just super glued in there right at the top of where the tube comes in for my from running my wires to a base. I was gonna try to put an LED up above here, get better lighting to the landing bay, but with the way I did all the fiber optics in the top half, there just wasn't going to be no room. Getting lighting up here, all the fiber optics for the side trenches and all that, that's in the upper half and everything. But I was going to try to get an LED, a little SMD in there, but I wouldn't have been able to close the ship, even though those are really tiny and stuff. I got the 0805s, which are the smallest ones. They just weren't going to allow me to space and everything like I wanted and all that. And also, that's the bottom half. The upper half, you can see I pretty much hogged out everything inside of there. I glued it together, then I just hogged it all out without going through the sidewalls and messing up the outside of it or anything like that. But usually that's a pretty solid hunk of plastic with all the connecting points and stuff on this little snap kit. So this is all glued together. Now all the side trenches, I got pieces of fibers. Back here is just short pieces because the LEDs will pick them up. But all the ones that from the tip all the way back to this point, they're underneath. This is aluminum tape like you use on ductwork to seal air leaks and stuff like that. I thought that was going to help me bounce some light down onto the landing bay, but it wasn't going to do the trick like I expected it to and all that. So, but I got strands of fibers on these side trenches, and they're all canopy glued down underneath that, and they all come to a bundle, as you can see right there and everything. So that forward facing LED is picking those up. Then on the upper half, I got all the fibers from the landing bay and that little forward area. I got all those bundled over there, 3 bundles and all that. That's all canopy glued down. They're laying nice and flat so they don't interfere too much. And then for the superstructure, the main superstructure, I did drill a lot of holes in there, and it was kind of getting tedious running fibers, so I just coated the inside of all those with canopy glue and all that. And that worked out fine and everything. And the same with those bottom holes that are running down along the bottom around that round piece. Those are just canopy glued too. Then it attracts the light just like fiber optics do. It just saved me a lot of time running a fiber through each one of those little tiny holes. So yeah, that's how I did all that. And then out here you can see the fibers just protruding far enough where they're picking up the light and everything. And there's my bundle of fibers. There's 10 of them, the 0.2 millimeter, coming down through the neck from the bridge and everything. So I used a piece of that aluminum tape to kind of help bounce the light around a little bit better and stuff like that. So but that's what I've got going on and all that. You know, you can kind of see, like I said, the drill holes. You'll notice them on a small model like this, even though it's the tiniest fiber in the drill I could use, you're still going to see the drill holes when it's turned off. But you know, this, like I said, this was just for kicks. It was because it was a challenge and all that, and it's also because I wanted to see exactly how much I could fit into here and get it lit just like the bigger ones. And I thought it came out pretty decent and stuff. So once I button her up, I'll probably tint those rear engines a little bit more blue, because I'm just using white SMDs in there, and they will show up blue on the camera, but I want them to show up blue in person too, just real lightly. So I'll probably just go over them with a little slight, you know, just a real light smear of clear blue paint on the ends of the fibers on the inside. But other than that, it was fun. It was tedious to do all that work. You know, there's oodles of fiber optics, and there are probably a couple dozen coming from each side and all that. So they're all canopy glued down flush and everything. And like I said, I put this foil tape because I thought that would bounce some light off that into the landing bay, but it just wasn't serving a purpose. And like I said, even though those SMDs are small, there just was no way I was going to fit them in there and stuff. So I did see another guy light one of these and everything, and he had the whole thing. He had a bunch of LEDs in there pointing in every different direction, and he couldn't close it up. He ended up having to cut everything out, and I don't know if he ever finished it and got it done up where he could put it together and have it all sealed up and everything. But I am happy I got it done. I finally got it out of the way, and I have also, which I did about a year ago, and I'm in the process of making a base. About a year ago, I did a lighting on one of the tiny Millennium Falcons, the 350 scale Millennium Falcons, which I'll show in a upcoming video and stuff. But that's what I got going on. I just didn't want you guys to think I dropped off the planet and everything. Decided to finally get this finished up. It was kind of like I said, it was so tedious. I kind of set it off to the side and looked at it and set it off to the side. And I was like pondering, and they're not that expensive. When I was having trouble, I couldn't figure out if I was going to use regular LEDs in there and then a couple resistors, and I didn't want to put a big old tube on there that was bigger than the model and everything to support it on and stuff. So, but I finally figured out how I was going to attack it, and I put my mind to it and got her done in the last couple days. So that's what I got going on. Once it's finished up, I'll come back with another video. I'm going to make some kind of little decorative base for it. I mean, only got 2 SMDs. I'll run it off a 9-volt battery, and all that. So it'll be plenty bright to handle two little LEDs like that. So normally I don't like to use batteries because I use more than a couple LEDs, but just for a couple of them, a 9-volt battery is sufficient. So you guys take care. Hope everybody's doing well, staying safe. Making it through the stay at home. Here in Illinois, they just extended all our stay at home and social distancing till the end of May for the time being. And I know there's a lot of other states that are pushing into the middle of June now. So hopefully, I mean, I don't mind and all that. I don't go bumming that much, period, even when things are normal out there. But yeah, we got our social distancing and stay-at-home practices till the end of May. There's also a lot of places now requiring you that you wear some type of face mask, a bandana, anything over your nose and mouth and stuff. They're making that kind of a little bit of a requirement now. So till the next time, you guys all stay safe out there. Happy modeling. Build something, in the words of one of my old friends, Wally Pasternak from Starfleet Model Academy. I haven't seen or heard anything on him for quite some time, a couple of years now. Hope he's doing okay. I know his wife and he were having a lot of health problems. He had a couple of heart surgeries, bypasses and stuff. So, but anyway, you guys all have a good one. Take care. Any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. You can either contact me in the comments or you can get a hold of me in my email, leaving the descriptions on each video and all that. I'd like to thank all my subscribers. Thanks to all my new subscribers. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for all the great comments you guys have been leaving me. And thanks for following along with my videos. So till the next time, have a good one. Stay safe and take care. We'll see you soon. Bye.